One of my favorite questions to answer is, how do I create and promote my course on a tight budget or no budget? And I like to answer this question because if you're new to course creation, which you probably are if you're watching me, then your first course, or at least the first version of your first course, is probably not going to be very good. It's the whole first pancake principle that when you're cooking pancakes, the first one always somehow comes out half raw and half burned and folded in the middle. Now is not the time to be dumping a bunch of money into promoting your half raw pancake because it's not necessary. You can create a first draft of your course, get it out into the world. Once you've validated your course and you're generating some income, you can then reinvest that money back into your business. So if you're new to course creation, even if you do have the resources to pay for things like videography, video editing, paid ads, just act like you don't, because you're going to get a far better ROI if you wait. So in this video, I'm going to talk about two different things: how to create your course on a small budget or no budget, and then how to market and promote it. So first of all, creating your course on a small budget. What you need to remember here is that the first version of your course is unlikely to be the final one. You have to create something and get it out there so that you can get feedback. And then you use that feedback to improve your content. You'll learn by putting it out there and having people go through it. You'll learn which parts were confusing, where you need to move things around, go more in depth here or less detailed here. And you will want to re-record and improve your course. If you've invested a bunch of money into videography, or video editing or something, that's going to be a lot harder. You're kind of going to be locked in to your first draft. So just remember, the first version that you put out there won't be perfect because it's not supposed to be perfect at this point. Second, you can use the equipment that you have to create your first draft of your course content. I'm guessing that your phone takes pretty good video. That's what I'm using right now, just my Google Pixel. The only thing that you need to turn your phone into a studio is a tripod, which you can get on Amazon for like $30. The other piece of equipment that I use is a lavalier mic. So I created a mini course last year and published it and had some people go through it. One of the pieces of feedback that I got was that the audio was hard to hear. So I spent $12 on Amazon and got a lavalier mic, which, if you don't know, is this little mic that clips onto my shirt and then has a cord that attaches to my phone. So, and I was shifting around some stuff in the course anyway, based on other feedback that I had gotten, kind of fitting the puzzle pieces together in a better way. So I was able to do that, get the lavalier mic, and then re-record everything just to be that much better. Next, video editing. I use Descript. There's a free version. I am on the creator plan, I think it's called. Yeah, it's the creator plan. And I pay $12 a month for that. And Descript is amazing. I'm not going to get into the details of what it does or why it's amazing in this video, but it makes my video editing so much faster and easier. So that's my whole setup: a $30 tripod, a $12 lavalier mic, and then I pay $12 a month for my video editing software. And I have it all just set up in my office, so it's easy to press record and go. And if I realize that something is wrong or missing from a video lesson in one of my courses, I can re-record it pretty quickly. Again, this is the beauty of digital products, is that you can update, you can respond really quickly to what feedback you're getting from your audience. So I can re-record these lessons and edit them, upload them in like no time. So that's my technology setup. But setting aside the tech stack just for a second, there's also a mindset component to this here, because you need to release the expectation that everything you create needs to be perfect. It won't be, and that's okay. You just need to create that first pancake, get it out there, and then improve it. Next, How do you market your course on a small budget? First of all, if you're marketing anything, you have to pay. You pay either with time or money. I teach organic marketing, so this is just paying with your time. But remember, if you're paying with time, it's going to take time. There's no way around it. It's going to take consistent energy and effort. But this is what you're doing in place of pouring a bunch of money into paid ads. And I'm not opposed to paid ads at all. I personally just don't really know a whole lot about them. What I do know is that if you do want to pay money for ads, they're going to be a lot more effective if you introduce them at the right time. And introducing paid ads at the right time means that you have a funnel that's converting and a course that's been validated. And then you can kind of turbocharge that system by putting some ad spend towards it if you want to and if you have the resources for it. But we're only going to do that after we've built an organic traffic strategy. So that's what I'm going to talk about. What your organic traffic strategy looks like is there are 3 components to it. There's your evergreen content platform. That will be either blog, podcast, or YouTube. Evergreen means that the content, the original content that you create, is permanent and searchable versus something that you post to like a feed platform, like social media, that disappears in a couple days. Your second part of your traffic strategy is your list building funnel. And this is so that you're growing your email list as well as your followers or subscribers. We want to be growing your email list because you own that email list. You don't own Instagram. So you're kind of at the mercy of the algorithm to keep you in front of your audience. We do want to grow your, social media following or your subscribers to your podcast, but at the same time be growing your email list. The third piece of your traffic strategy is you'll want to choose one or more visibility platforms. So that could be social media, it could be guest podcasting or guest blogging for somebody else to get in front of other people's audiences. Or also it could be finding places where your target audience is congregating online, Facebook groups they're in, LinkedIn groups, YouTube channels they subscribe to, getting in there, reading their posts, comments, and questions, and answering those questions, adding value, and establishing yourself as an authority in your niche. This organic traffic strategy means choosing an evergreen content platform that makes sense for your content and your audience. 2, creating original content for it that your audience is expressing a desire for. 3, creating a freebie for your list building funnel that will help your audience solve a problem that they're having. And then 4, choosing the right visibility platforms so that you can engage with your audience and become known as an authority. And that might feel like a lot. It's a lot of decisions and a lot of content. And you want to be sure that you're making the right decisions and creating the right content. The best way you can do that is doing research so that you're making data-driven decisions. I have a new free video training. It's called The Research Advantage. You can sign up right below this video. In it, I'll show you my exact tools and methods that I use to do this research so that your traffic strategy has the best chance of success. Because you don't have to be guessing. You'll be making your decisions and creating content based on existing information. So that is how you create and market your course on a tight budget, which is not only possible, it is the best way to do it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.